So, hello and welcome to Money Attraction Blueprint. So, this is a session course. So, these are basically the overview. I will share with you the key concepts, and today we will share the key concepts. Then tomorrow we'll look at what are the elements, then dimensions, then what is Arigato principle, then the steps, what are the steps you have to take, and the different habits, and also some more next steps. Right? This is basically the overview of this course. And today we are going to go into the key concepts. So there are seven key concepts. There are seven key concepts. So we'll go one by one for every. So uh, first concept is that we all have a money frequency. Everybody has a money frequency. We all vibrate at a certain level, right? When it comes to money, we all vibrate at a certain level. Okay, so I'm just taking all the those who are joining now. I don't know this new thing is like I have to admit them. So anyway, we have almost everyone here now. So all of us have a frequency with which we vibrate. Okay, so all of us have this money frequency, and there are two types of things. One is that we might be having a abundance mode. We might be in an abundance mode, so we have a certain frequency when we are in the abundance mode, and when we are in the abundance mode, we are attracting all the good things. The money is coming to us. There is no blockage. Money is flowing into our life. So that is basically the abundance mode. Okay, we vibrate at a certain frequency when we are doing that. So when things are going very smoothly in your life, you have to look at how you feel with it. What is the vibration? How you feel that? Right? Like for example, Reiki is the vibration which is very near to the abundance. So if you are flowing Reiki every day, then you will have you'll have a lot of abundance in life because it is very near to the frequency of uh, abundance, Reiki frequency. Okay, and when you are not in abundance, then maybe you are in a scarcity mode. Scarcity mode, you will notice that things are not happening in life, and it's not working out. Money is not coming. Opportunities are not coming. So uh, this is basically this does not allow you to have the money that you really want. You are repelling money. So when you are not in like not attracting money, that means you have to notice how you feel about it. How you feel about it when you're not attracting it. How you feel about it. You just have to notice your feelings. Okay. So um, so many people they are looking at the like they are driving the car of their life. They are driving the car, but they are looking at the rear view mirror. Rear view mirror, you can see what is happening in the back side, the past. So if you're looking in the past and you're driving the car, then it is not going to work, right? So you don't have to be in the past, think of the past, the negative things that happened in the past. Okay, you have to look at what is the future, what is next. Okay. So you can keep your mute. If you are not mute, please mute yourself. So you have to keep looking at what is there in front of us, and you have to drive our life in that direction. That is one of the key concept. You have to notice the frequency, and the frequency basically, if there are too many limiting beliefs, then the frequency will be very less. If there are limiting beliefs in your mind, so your financial thermostat is set either for striving, if you are working hard and things maybe are working or not working, but you are working hard for that. So if you are working too hard, also means there is some limiting belief which is stopping the money flow coming into your life. And another thing is thriving. If you are thriving, then you are doing good. Money is coming into your life. There are no limiting beliefs. So if money is not coming easily, then you have to look for limiting beliefs. What is the limiting belief? And what happens is you have to just look at your thoughts and beliefs about money. It might be it started sometime back when you were small, your child. Maybe you got from parents. Many beliefs are coming from our parents. Many things like what we have right now, it is coming from parents. Maybe like for example, in my family, it was like business कभी नहीं करना चाहिए. Business में loss होता है. Business is very risky, so you should not do business. That is what was taught in my family. That was a normal thing in the family. So uh, you know I had to overcome that belief to to be successful in whatever I was doing at that time, right? So you have to look for that. It is mainly from the parents or elders. As children, we were taught how to think about money. This was something that we were inherited from parents. How much or how little we can have. Oh, we cannot be that rich, or oh, we cannot go by air, or for example, or we cannot go to a five-star hotel, or or we cannot go in a roadside shop. For example, if many people who are uh, uh, like maybe very rich, they are taught like, oh, you cannot travel in train or you cannot go by bus. Even that is a limiting belief. So how much or how little we can have is also told to us. So what is the programming that has happened to you in your childhood? This you can share in the group later. What have you realized when you're doing this session? What have you realized? You just keep sharing in the group whatever you realize. Okay. So how easy or difficult is money from coming? So many people are not very, they don't find it easy to earn money, or they find it very difficult to earn. And some people, money comes easily. It is all because of your belief. So you have to examine what is your belief and share in the group what is your belief according to you. You can share with me also personally if you want. But that belief you have to identify whether you share or not. You have to identify what is that belief that you were taught as a child. Okay. And the good news is that it's your thermostat, it is your belief, and it was something that you have accepted. It is something that you have accepted. So uh, you can also change that belief. You can reset your thermostat. You can change your belief. You can change your belief anytime you want. But you have to know, identify what is that belief. If you don't identify that belief, how will you change it? First step is to identify the belief, and then you can change the belief. So that is a limiting belief. That is the second point for today. Okay. So we have a frequency, and the frequency is impacted by the limiting belief that we have. Okay. Money also does not come only by belief. You have to do something. You have to take some action. You have to take some action, right? Only if you take action, then you can get some money out of anywhere, right? So you have to focus on giving service and good service. If you want your customers to retain, or even if you are in a job, many people are in job. So if you are in a job also, you have to do good job. Then you are in, like now, during lockdown, many companies are not doing good, so they are asking employees to leave the job also. Many people are doing that. Many companies are doing that. But like for example, a very close relative of mine, he's very good in his job and he's very dedicated, committed, and he can do job one of two people, like that. So his company is very happy with him. He's not going to leave him because he's a very good employee. You have the best service you have to do. daily activities to improve your service. So if you are in a business, you have to look at how you can improve your service on a daily basis. What you can do differently, what value you can provide to your clients. So it is applicable both to job or business, both. Okay. Even at home, what value are you providing? If you don't provide value at home also, then people not don't appreciate it. You have to contribute. At home also you have to contribute. So that is basically the third you know uh, key concept that we have. Then if you change your mindset, if you change your belief system, you can get exponential income. Like for example, if you are earning 10,000, I'm just giving an example. If somebody is earning $10,000, okay, then there is a mindset shift happen. Then the income can directly go from 10,000 to 50,000 or even 100,000. Okay, so that is basically the like exponential shift that can happen. Okay, so for example, those who are like playing golf, or you have seen people playing golf, you know that when the ball is like when you hit the ball, and if there is a 3-degree shift also in hitting that ball, the ball can go in a totally different direction. It will not go at the goal. So even a little bit shift in the belief can exponentially change the direction in which your life goes. It is exactly same as a golf ball. So you have to work on the belief also. Many people are only working hard. Only working hard will not produce any result. Only working hard will not make you very rich. It is the mindset shift that is required. Okay, and mindset, that shift will happen in many ways. It can happen once you identify that events of your life, or what you in your childhood, what you have been programmed. Even that can have a shift. Also, some daily positive habits can also change, like dedicated, when you're very dedicated in your in whatever you are doing. So that can also help you. Is Are you able to hear my voice now? Is it okay? Everybody is able to hear my voice? Type yes in the, or unmute, and you can say yes, no.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
can hear.
Okay, great. So somebody was saying that I was not able to hear. Okay. So daily habits are very important. Affirmations are important. Affirmations are important. Meditation is important. Those those who are practicing Reiki is important, because that changes your vibration, and you can also realize some of the uh, limiting beliefs that you have. When that changes, your reality, financial reality, can change. The context is decisive. The context is decisive. Whatever you think behind your mind, what the background is more important than the foreground. Working hard is important, but the belief is more important. That is the background, that is the context. Okay, so this mindset shift is very important, because it can give you exponential growth. Just imagine, in these 7 days, if your mindset, there is a big shift in mindset. Okay, and your income can double, triple, or it can go 5 times also. May not be in 1 month, but let's say in 5 months, 6 months, 1 year down the line, you can totally have a new reality of income. Financial income can be different. Okay, this is the fourth point. Like we have to focus on this. Focus should be on changing your mindset, because that will give exponential growth. That will give exponential changes in your life. Okay, so that is the fourth point. And you know fifth is basically healing the situation in life that programs scarcity on your mind. you know there are some situations in life where the programming is done by some parent, elders, or teachers, or somebody significant, elders. Okay, that we have to heal. So some of the, like, programming also is done by watching television, movies. They are also programming us. Okay. For example, many of the movies you will see, the poor guy is a good guy. He's a honest person. He does good for everyone, but he's poor. So the automatic subconsciously what you think, that I want to be a good person, I want to be honest person, I want to be sincere person. So I will be poor. I will not be rich. And the rich person is generally the bad person. The rich person is cruel. The rich person is nasty. He's cheating people. Okay. So rich, the media or the movies also in many cases have taught us that the rich people are the bad people, so you cannot be bad, so you will not be rich. And many times, if some people have this habit, like, if you see a rich person, somebody walking down, coming out of his Mercedes, and you think, oh, this person may be earning his income by wrong means. Sometimes people think that way. So that is also preventing you from being rich, because you don't want to be like that. So, like, the rich, criticism of the rich person is also bad. And there are some other situations also where in your personal life there is something that happened in the past. Maybe there was a loss in business. Maybe your parents had some loss in business. Maybe, like, something that something of that type happened. So you have to look at the situations in life which programmed scarcity on your mind. You have to ask yourself, what are the situations in life that program scarcity in your mind? You have to look back. Today, tonight, you look at it. Just find out what is that which created that thing in your mind. Okay, and then you have to create a new story. Look at that event and create a new story. You have to, you normally, at many cases I have done sessions for people, counseling sessions, where I have actually gone, taken them into mild hypnosis, and went into that event of their life when negative programming happened, and then change that situation, change their story or interpretation of that situation. And when you do that, then you can get a new reality. When you do that, you can get new reality. Things can change. Okay, so that is, you need to heal those situations. Like in many cases, like in the second level of Reiki, many people have done. So in that, you can go into the past and heal that situation which happened in the past, which is not allowing you to prosper in life, not allowing you to have a lot of money in life. So you can do that. That is the beauty of this. And once that is done, you can get a lot of freedom in the area of money. Okay, then you have to be in action, as I told you earlier, point number 3. You have to be in action and give the best service, and you have to focus on the path and not on the result. So, like, whatever business you have, or you should not focus on the result, okay, what you will get. You just focus on the path. And as long as you are in the right path, keep working on the path. Many people, what happens is, like, they start a restaurant business, it does not work, then what they do is, then they close down that business and they start a laundry business. Laundry business does not work, they close down that, they start LIC agency. Okay, so in that way, if you work, then you will not get success. You have to stick to one path. You have to find out what you like to do, what you enjoy doing, what are your talent, skills, abilities, and then you have to choose a path, and then you continue on that path. Okay, as long as you are going in the right direction, don't change your niche or your path suddenly. Okay, so this is very important. You have to keep working on it. For example, Warren Buffett. Many of you have heard about him. Warren Buffett is a multi-billionaire. Okay, but when he started investing, he was a teenager and he started investing money. But he did not stop there. He got some return, it's okay, but he did not stop there. He kept on reinvesting his money. He kept on buying shares of many other companies, and even if the share of that company is going down, he's still holding that because he has a belief that this company is fundamentally good, it will go good in the long run. For example, Reliance today is a, like, share market is down, but Reliance is a good company. It will not go out of business in the next 5-10 years. Bajaj Finance is a good company. So, like, don't invest because I'm saying now, but the point is that we invested in such companies which are very growing every year and giving good results. Okay, so and he was stuck into that. He did not change his industry, his what he was doing. Okay, so that is the thing. You have to focus on the path, not on the results, and you have to keep doing what you are doing. Okay, and there is a lot of power in incremental improvement. Okay, there is a lot of power in incremental improvement. You have to improvise daily. Whatever you're doing, keep keep doing something different, something better every day. Whatever is your business, whatever you're doing, okay, you have to keep doing something better every day. And when you keep doing better every day, then after 1 year you will be at a totally different you know place. You will reach such certain high level, right? So this is what, like, you have to do. Like, I was a trainer. I joined a company as a trainer, but I did not stop my training and development, like learning, and I kept on learning new skills. I kept on developing new skills, and that's why it helped me. Okay, so that is like, in any business, business is like a baby. You have to keep the business healthy. You have to keep the baby healthy. You have to do new things every day. You have to learn new things. You have to improvise. You cannot be the same person. The world is changing. There are the new way of doing business is happening. Even now, because of the pandemic, things have changed completely, right? So the world is constantly changing. If you don't change, then you cannot make money. You have to change. You have to change yourself. You have to learn new things. So these are the key concepts today. The frequency, you have to notice what is the frequency, and are you attracting or repelling things. And you have to identify your limiting beliefs. You have to focus on action, giving service, providing value to people. You have to change your mindset for exponential growth. You have to really remove the limiting beliefs, and you have to heal the situations that program scarcity in your mind. Every programming is done in the childhood, most of them. You have to focus on childhood, remove that programming, and then you have to focus on the path, not the results. Daily you cannot keep changing your track, and you have to improve every day, and get better and better and better. So that's basically, like, about the six key concepts. And tomorrow we will look at the elements. What are the elements? I'm keeping it as a surprise today, and we'll look at that tomorrow. So